You may have heard permaculturists use the term keyline or key point, and it's a very important definition when you are getting ready to design your land using permaculture principles. So today, Jag over here is going to give us a definition along with some examples on our land of what a key point is and what it might look like.
So a key point is when the land goes from a steep slope and starts to gradually level out to a less steep slope. So as you can see right here in our video, this rocky slope is steep. Right where this grass starts to grow better is the key point in the land. So it comes from a steep slope to a more gradual slope, and that's where the water's congregating, and that grass has a better chance to absorb water and grow.
And grow.
Okay, so a key line is, you can use water from a key point or what's also known as a valley dam. And the key line, what it does is, as the water's coming down the slope to come into a valley, you create a diversion swale that comes from the valley, still with a downgrade slope, but directed back out towards the ridge lines on either side of that valley, to more efficiently spread the water and bring it back to the ridges, which would generally be dry.
So you said a key point is a place where you can have water congregate to maybe have a ponding area.
Mm-hmm.
And then a key line, the goal is to
draw water from an area that would generally collect the water out towards a ridge line, which water generally runs away from. So it's a way to evenly spread the water across your land without it ending up all in the valley and draining away.
And so would you want to dig a swale for that?
Yeah.
That's essentially how you would do that. So can you find a good place on our land that would be a key line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I want to use this ridge.
Okay. It's like we're in a reality TV show and I'm your cameraman. I guess we kind of are in a reality TV show.
Okay.
Explain.
So we're standing on a ridge right now. There's a slope that goes down to my right and down to my left. So if the water were to land here, the water wouldn't follow this ridge down because it's not the straightest path to the lowest point. If the water lands here, it's going to run down each side. So to do a key line, we need to go a little higher.
Okay.
This is just higher up that ridge. So right here is an area that if we built a pond that would contain the water, what we could do is we could dig a key line, which would be a diversion swale, which would take the water from this pond, and it would still be a gradual down slope, but it would come from the valley and bring the water back out to the ridge line, which will give us more even water distribution from that valley to the ridge line in a gradual down slope. Most of your water is still going to go down into the valley, but when it catches this keyline swell, the water that is caught in it will be diverted back to the ridge, which just gives you, generally ridges are drier areas and valleys are wetter. This key line draws water from the wetter area to the drier.
Okay, so the reason you want to do that is to distribute your water so you don't have really wet areas and really dry areas, but it's kind of even all throughout.
Yep. It gives you an even distribution of water from the valley to the ridgeline to extend your growth.
And so in addition, on a swale, you could plant other trees and plants.
Yes.
And that would also, the roots would help retain water further.
So generally in the valleys, if you can see, maybe you can throw in some other footage like showing the actual river valley.
Okay.
Down in the river where water congregates, the trees can grow big and tall, thick, more populated. Out here on a ridge, they're not. So the purpose of a keyline is to bring water from that valley, high moisture area, evenly distributed across the slope, bringing it to the ridge, which will give you a better chance for growth at the ridge as well as in the valley.
And then can you explain the whole swales on contour thing? What does contour mean?
A contour line is the same elevation around a peak. So if you're climbing straight up a mountain, usually they go, there's different increments, but I'll just go with 100. So right here would be 6,000 feet, here would be 5,900 feet, here would be 5,800 feet, if this is a mountain. Now a contour line follows that same elevation all the way around the mountain. So 6,000 feet, if you're looking at it from the sky, there would be a ring around this mountain at 6,000 feet. So if you cut that off, you would have a flat portion that's all 6,000 feet above sea level. Drop down to the next line, 5,900. Even if the mountain is weirdly shaped, every spot that is 5,900 feet above sea level will have that contour line if you're looking at the mountain from a 2D map from the sky.
From a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a swale along that contour line, as water falls on this mountain and starts to run down slope, if you have a swale along that contour line, all the water that comes will hit that swale and stop. It won't have anywhere else to go downhill because everything is on the same elevation. So a swale on contour stops water, keeps it there. You do generally want to plan an overflow route because if so much rain comes that the swale can't hold it, you'll have a breakthrough point. So you want to plan for that breakthrough point, so that way those big storm events don't destroy your swale. You plan for it. And you can send that excess flow to another swale, to other uses.
Cool. And so a swale is essentially a ditch, but its goal is not to divert water. Its goal is to retain water.
Yes.
Cool. I think we explained all the words, hopefully well enough that everyone can understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Throw your questions in the comments and we'll get to them.
Sounds good. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If it was helpful, give it a thumbs up or even share it with a friend. Everything helps. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
One last thing, if you are interested in taking a permaculture masterclass, then I am going to share with you a link in the description box to Freedom Farmers Masterclass course on permaculture. It is so good. With this affiliate link, we do receive a small commission, so thank you in advance, but you will also receive a discount. So hopefully it'll be mutually beneficial from us to you guys. Enjoy.